It's an amazing day. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Andrea and I'm happy to have you here. Listen, make sure if you like what you're seeing here that you like this video. Be sure to subscribe and also hit that notification bell so that you can get all future notifications of my video. Let's jump into it today. So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the nifty 50s, right? Embracing your 50s and beyond. So stay tuned. So first of all, think about back when you were 20 and 30, right? 50s and 60s seemed so daggone old, right? But listen, our life is nowhere near over. We're living longer. We have generally more money and we have more support systems and more services that are advantageous to us in this season and moving forward. And so it's up to us to embrace it, right? Our life is not over. Listen, we just have to refuse to be stuck and stagnant, right? It's never too late. It is never too late. Right? And I know that sometimes when we get in this season of life, we can think, oh, it's too late for me to do a different career or start another endeavor or try something new or buy a new home or whatever. But it is never too late. Listen, you know, the spirit of old or aging, right, is being stuck and stagnant. And we don't have to live necessarily in that space. So listen, at this stage in our lives, one of the things that, I am a certified life coach and, I work with primarily divorced women for the past 8 years. That's neither here nor there, right? But as an individual, it's so important that we're still constantly trying to improve ourselves, right? I think that one of the things that we've recognized at this season in our life is that we have learned a lot, but we also know that there's a lot we don't know too, right? There's a twofold dichotomy to that, right? The season of aging and embracing our 50s and beyond. But it's never too late to improve ourselves. It's never too late to gain another skill. It's never too late to try something new. It's never too late to write that book or write that memoir or join an organization or just do something that you've always wanted to do. And the reality is, this is probably the season where we have the most time for most of us. If you don't have adult children already, they're probably moving out of the home, right? And, for the majority of people, I understand there can be different situations and circumstances, but this is probably the season where we have the most time and peace of mind and, probably even the economics to do it. So I want to encourage you on today to do that thing that you've been thinking about, whether it's a new hobby, job, career, whatever it is definitely not too late. The next thing I want to talk about is our health, right? So I've been a vegetarian for over maybe 28 years or so. And even though that has, I was a vegetarian before it's popular in veganism and all those things, right? As popular as it is now. And, there weren't a lot of plant-based restaurants, plant-based food and all those things. But even as a vegetarian, I recognize that I still have to eat healthy. Eating a lot of carbs, eating a lot of cheese, and eating a lot of processed foods that just don't have meat in it doesn't necessarily make me healthy. And as we are, in this different season of life, it's so important that we hone in on our health, right? We recognize that health really is wealth, because in this season, I'm sure you have friends or family members that were the same age who are not here, who may have had a heart attack, who may have had a stroke, who may have, not survived cancer or something of that nature. And so our health is very, very important. With that being said, there are a lot of things that we can't control, but we can hone in on the things that we can control. So even in the small things, right, of moving our body every single day, taking that walk. And when we're taking that walk, it's important to sort of, walk a little bit faster or walk as fast as we can to get our heart rate up, right? Watch what we're eating and being mindful of those things. We know at this season of our life, 50 plus, we know what we should be eating. We know what we should be doing. And if we're not sure, there's tons of resources available, like right here on YouTube, where we can hone in and get different type of information about what we need for our specific age, our specific challenges or health needs, right? So let's take care of our bodies. Health and wealth is so very, very important. as we embrace this season of our life. Another thing I want to talk about too is we got to watch our coins, people. We got to watch our money management, our retirement investments, or even begin to retire, depending on your situation and circumstance. Listen, I divorced 13 years ago, and that shift in my life changed the trajectory of my future. So I had to do some things differently. Now I am a business owner. I also went back to full-time work about a year ago. And so, I'm navigating that space. And let me tell you, about maybe a year and a half ago, when we were in the pandemic, I, had, right? I'm not sure if we're supposed to say that now on YouTube. There was a whole thing at one time. But nevertheless, I remember sitting and laying in bed, not feeling well for 2 or 3 days. And, I was beginning to think about, being a single woman and my health and my well-being, and what would that look like in the years to come. And so it really, really shifted my mindset, right, to be a little more focused and intentional about these next years of my life, right? And I'll say, I think I was maybe 53 at the time, but we have to watch our coins. We have to manage our money. We have to be planning at whatever stage we are economically for the future, right? For ourselves. If you're watching and you are married or in a relationship, there's different dynamics to those things as well. So I'm just going to speak currently from, oh, I see a bird outside. Sorry. Currently, as a single woman, I've been, technically single for 13 years. I've been in and out of relationships. But we have to definitely think about our finances and our retirement planning and what that will look like as we begin to, further embrace this season of our life. And now here's the other thing. I don't know about you, but I feel like as soon as I turn 55, I feel like I have the authority to speak on things, right? To speak on certain things, right? Because I have lived 55 years and there have really been some things that I've experienced and some things that I know. And I'm being a little facetious here, but the reality is at this juncture, we've had a lot of life experiences. We've experienced life, we've experienced death, we've experienced, relationships. We've probably seen family members go through certain situations and circumstances, employment, opportunities, employment failings, maybe business endeavors. We've seen a lot, whether we've actually experienced it ourselves or just living, right? Some of the old people, I guess I'm an old person now, they say, just keep living. And it's true, right? But what I want to tell you today, as I tell myself, embrace this season, embrace your wisdom, embrace your experiences, because the reality is there are some things that you do know as truth, right? That you do know as facts, because you've been around long enough. And stand on that. Embrace that, right? And be confident in that which you know. For many of us, we've been in certain career positions and professions that we know what to do. Right now, of course, we're still learning and growing, because we know that the world around us shifts and change, and we have to learn to adapt, right? From digital space to different things that we did 20, 30 years ago. Right? But we do have a level of wisdom, right? We do have a level of understanding, and we do have a level of experience. So be bold and confident as you step out into the world and walk in that, embrace that. And that is even what I'm telling myself in this season of my life. So basically today, I just want to encourage you as I encourage myself. Embrace this season. Yes, we're getting old. And so what, right? Thank God that we're still living. Thank God that we have another chance. Thank God that we have another opportunity. And listen, I feel great, right? But I also know that as we shift into a different season of our life, that people can begin to view us differently, think differently about us. We may need some different services, if you will, or there are some real changes that are happening to our body, our vision, some of the things that we're doing, right? And that's okay. That is quite okay. Make sure that you're, surrounding yourself with people and friends and building those friendships. Listen, family and friends are some of the best things that help us in this season of our lives, the encouragement, the support, the love, right? The relationships that we've built. And listen, if there are some relationships that you need to repair, do just that, right? Don't continue to carry negativity in certain situations. Now, let me be clear. There are some things, some relationships, and I don't mean romantic. I'm just saying friendships, family, whatever, that may not necessarily need to be rekindled, right? But if you're holding on to some anger or things of that nature, let those things go, right? You want to be in peace in this season. And that's what this season of my life is all about. Peace, baby. Because I have been through challenges, and I'm sure I'm going to have more challenges in life, but I'm all about peace. People, careers, professions, relationships that bring me peace, and prayerfully, I try to bring peace into the lives of others. So yes, the Nifty 50s are a great season. So listen, I would love to hear some of your questions, maybe some challenges, or just how you're feeling in this season of your life. So listen, make sure you come back to the channel, that you like the video, that you subscribe, and hit that notification button so you can get all future notifications of my videos. Listen, have a wonderful day. I'll see you next time. Bye.